All right, hey guys, what's up? It's been a while. Yeah, just here to play the Strv. I just felt like starting to play Blitz again has been pretty cool. Regularly, like with tune mates and stuff, and I've honestly been enjoying it a lot. So, I guess in this good mood, I'm just gonna start posting some gameplay again when I play solos and stuff. Obviously, not when I'm platooning. But yeah, here we are. Let's play some STRVK. It's a tricky tank. I actually asked Ado about how to play it, where to play it, because I've only played it I think one time in like a small session when I first got it, and I was trying to figure it out. I played it with rammer, I played it with calibrated, I played it with different vertical stabilizer equipments and whatnot. But this time I actually they said to run rammer, but I played it with rammer a bit, and I just know for sure I'm gonna have more success with calibrated. I know the DPM isn't gonna be that great with calibrated, but if I can just reliably, let's say, get and put myself in a position to carry the game, and I'm gonna have to be hold downing against like maybe some super heavies or some heavies with some good armor. So I would have rather just put Cali, because I know this tank doesn't move that quick without the speed boost, and when I don't have the speed boost, I don't want to be struggling to get around tanks and whatnot. So that was pretty much my only philosophy on why to run calibrated. But I mean, I've seen a lot of success with the rammer, obviously, and whatnot, because Ado does have I think like 3.7, 3.6k average. So I took some advice from him, and before I started playing the session, which is the next day. I asked him yesterday. And yeah, here we are in Rockfield. I'm just opening up the game. I want to feel it a bit out before I do anything crazy, but I do notice on the mini-map that most of the team is on the left and this 60TP is isolated. Maybe he has cover, probably by one tank maximum, so I'm just going to push him, see if I can farm him, but I do see the 57 on my left, so I'm going to try to put shots into him. I think he saw me coming, so he just dodged the bullet. And I'm just going to put a shot on the upper plate, don't want to aim it in, but the second one, I mean, I have the time, 57 is not going to look my way, so I just aim it in, put it in, and I got shot for 260, so that's a bad shot, or the TVP, and then I realized it's TVP. Yeah, because I see the bat shot on the left, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go spot this fool, but just let me get unspotted really quick. So I'm going to push to right here, and I'm going to spot the TVP pretty soon enough, and there he is, just camping. I've never seen that spot played by medium in pubs before, so that kind of took me by surprise. I honestly thought he was boosted up on the far right initially, but here I go, I pop my speed boost, and I do want to put another shot, which I did, so yeah, he spotted, he got nuked for it, and I'm going to dodge this grow here. I see that he spotted. He crashed into the grow, so I want to put a shot into him, but I just couldn't line it up. And I see it's a decently close game from the scoreboard, but then he just takes down the 57 heavy, and I just go push the right, see if I could just 1v2 these guys and try to get as much damage as I can for myself before the game is over. So they are pretty much just holding the left. I don't think they're pushing it. And the grow just shot, so I have freedom to just poke here, take my time with the HE, and he's running spot liner, so I'm going to see if I could put in a shot in the 704 away from the grow gun, but apparently he just pushed out to just shoot me, because obviously it was a good play for him, so my mistake, and I'm just going to farm this guy out, see if I could maybe dodge a bullet, but my turret is pretty squishy against anything that has decent pen, so just did my best to wiggle, but I couldn't get the bounce. And here we go, just finish off the grow here. Thank God I got that high roll before, so I was able to finish him there. And I see the 704, the grow gives me some good coverage, but the 704 already shot, so I didn't have to worry about hiding my tank too much. See if I could squeeze in a shot before he peeks over, but as you see, the velocity is not too crazy. That's why I run supercharger on it. Even then, it's not too crazy, but yeah, I get the nice kill there and pop my speed boost and see if the 57 bounces, which he does, or misses, and I'm gonna pick up the 704 and we're gonna call it a game. Just aim it in all the way. I have all the time in the world. No one's gonna steal the kill since the 57 is reloading and is the nearest tank nearby, basically. So yeah, first victory of the day, first game of the day, especially with this tank, and it's a really good tank. I heard from NJ that this tank is pretty easy to ace. So that's going to explain the aces that you're going to see with just 4k damage and whatnot. So yeah, second battle in this thing in the recent session, because I already played this tank before, but I'm pretty much getting used to it now in pretty much the public battle scene. So Middleburg, a map that I like, especially with a tank like this that has a speed boost that's pretty quick for a heavy. So I'm definitely going to choose to go up, and we're in a good spawn where I can use that pretty much annoying position where I can just rock back and forth and manipulate my gun depression just over the C cap. So I'm going to put a blind shot here, and going over this, I think I hit that. I didn't check the statistics after the battle when I was like playing and recording. I just wanted to, just press battle for the next battle and whatnot. But there's a WZ, and I'm like, okay, let me use the position. I didn't quite get up there the way I wanted, but it didn't matter. Even if I did, he would have been safe. But I'm just going to keep this position. I'll trade with him. He hits a good shot. Nothing too crazy, though, because I am exposing my hole while I'm doing this. I do want to put that guy in a crossfire, and just a little bit of delay there. KPZ is just killing himself, so let's see what I can do in this situation. He does make the WZ back off, so I'm going to farm maybe like another shot or two here. Put another shot, break his turret, maybe the KPZ can finish him off. But the IS-4 does, so this is good. And if they're going to push up on my IS-4, that means I can farm some decent damage. WZ didn't poke up long enough. I was going to put a shot in, but I noticed the IS-4 was going to go in the shot, so I didn't bother. And I mean, the game is just your typical Middleburg hold game. Just whoever bleeds the other team the most, or whoever gets a better flank off wins the game. I only see that there's 4 tanks spotted, so I am expecting the flank. And I am not in the best position to receive it, but at the moment I really don't care. So I'm just going to try and do what I can here. Maybe farm this mouse off a bit. Got the unlucky ricochet there. And see if I could put another shot in, but he's playing really intelligent and just backing off, not even peeking. So I do want to start looking at my back now, and as soon as I have the thought, I did see something get spotted in response, so I'm going to go back for this 4005 with my speed boost. WZ doesn't catch me right in time, so this is really good. If he does try to peek me from the back, I do have like a tank or two looking at him. So this 4005 is running spall liner, right? But I do want to put HE in him because sometimes you do get over 400 rolls, like you see there. And if I would have shot AP, it wouldn't have been as effective. But then you do have shots like this, where you do have the 350 average and then you roll 333. But that's fine. We get to pick up on the 4005. And I'm going to see if I can put some shots in that mouse that's trying to creep up on our team on the left. I don't think he's aware of us here. So I thought I had the free shot. It looked great, and I am running calibrated, but I tried to sneak in another shot there. But again, this tank does not have the best, I'd say, shell velocity. So the game's not looking that good, I'll be quite honest with you. I'm going to try to put in a premium shell, but although it does look gray there on the 260, I think that is some sort of spaced armor right there. I get the nice ricochet pen, which is good, so I'm just going to keep holding this side. I do want to put a shot in that WZ, and he peeked me, and I do exactly that. And I want to see if he's going to peek me again, or if the chieftain can pick him up, because that'd be big. So now it's a 2v everyone, and I really do want to win this game, and now it's a 1v4. So I'm going to try my best to win this game. I'm going to try to go around this YAG, peeking like this with my speed boost. I get it just in time. I'm just going to keep trying to go around here. I'm going to try to kill their DPM first, which is a 113. So I'm trying to get away from their mouse, but I don't think I could dodge a shot, so I take it. I get the nice little lucky ammo rack here, so it does give me a chance, but if the YAG was AFK, maybe I have a chance to win, because I could just back off the rock. But yeah, I was not going to win that 3v1 there. Because if he was AFK, I'd just kill the 260 away from the mouse, and then I'll just handle the mouse and from the AFK YAG after. I thought he was AFK, but yeah, it's fine. Not the best team, but especially with our KPZ YOLOing off the bat, it did create maybe 2 shots, but it definitely wasn't worth it. for sure, because he could have defended our flank or something like that. But second game, you see this tank does farm even with calibrated. I think with calibrated, I do have that, I'd say, confidence to just spam my premium at like a mouse or at like a heavy hold down or shooting the turrets or cupolas, and I won't have to worry about it, bouncing in pretty much any way. So here we are in Canyon. I do want to push left because I'm going to get there really fast, so I'm just telling our team to go left, and got the 113 with me, so that's pretty nice. 2 tanks with pretty damn good DPM on the left would be really nice. But then I see he's going to go through river, but I still have Sherry, so it doesn't matter. As long as I get left hold down first before their heavies get there, I'm in pristine condition to farm. So that's just my main objective right now, and I see the Foch going mid, which is a little awkward, a little weird. I don't see that too often, but I think he's on the other side of B, as I see on the mini-map, so I was like, oh, okay, that's understandable. So I do want to spot up here since it's shared and is capping, and I got enough info just to take their spawn right away, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop here, see if I get a clean shot in the 30B, but then I'm not going to waste time knowing that I don't have a clear shot until he pushes out. So I'm going to see if I can suffocate their team here, maybe put some shots on this Foch or something. I got spotted from the Foch, so that's unfortunate. But I am going to hold this just in case. I see the TVP crossing. He gets nuked, and then I was able to add another shot on top of that. So seeing if this VK pokes. No, and then I'll try to put a premium shell on this Foch. Didn't quite hit. This tank is not the best at snapshotting, as you see. The dispersion doesn't allow it to do anything too crazy. You do get some good RNG shots from distance, but they're not reliable, like let's say like a Leo gun or something. So that, in a way, just makes this tank balanced. If I had a laser, then this tank would be pretty much overpowered, but it doesn't have a laser, so just have to work with your aim and put some well-placed shots. I see the C100, and I'm going to cover a flank. He overextended in our spawn, and I want to farm him as much as I can here. So I just pop in the adrenaline, and I'm just going to go in for the farm. Put a track shell in there, maybe the T-54 can get behind, but it seems that the T-54 is not playing for the flank. I'm going to put one more shot in, and it should be reloaded by now, so I don't think I'm going to poke him anymore. See the TVP, maybe I could get a shot, but yeah, that's not going to happen. But I am going to move mid, though. I see no one, including the enemy team, has mid, and I could definitely pincer this E100, which is the idea of why I'm going to take mid in the first place. And I see no tanks on the enemy team have really good clear shots on me since they're not playing on the opposite side of me on this B cap. So I'm just going to go for some shots on C100 and see if I can work with the 54, get this clear kill, and open up the game for us a little bit. E100 misses a shot. Good for me, I suppose. And then I put a shot in this M103. This tank has really good hold down armor. I don't care what anyone says. Against, like, pub players, you can get away with some peeks because I don't think they're going to have the best aim to hit the weak point. So see if I could slide in a shell there, but then I'm like, yeah, I'll save that for last. I do want to get behind here, but then I look at the Foch and he is looking at me. So I don't know if it's worth it. So I'm just going to wait for the Foch to peek and I'll put a shot in. He bounces, which is awesome. This tank does get some bounces only if you're like at a weird angle like I was. Let's say like you're in a downward position or something. It's kind of like an E5 or a Kron in terms of like bouncing some side shots when you're like at a weird angle. But yeah, I'm just going to back up here, get the safest farm without getting crossfired, and that's pretty much it. We're going to wrap it up soon and pretty much win the game. So VK kills the 113, so it gives me an opportunity to put one more shell in. Just going to pop in a premium and finish the game that way, and we won on caps. Actually, we got the kill, so not bad. Not a bad third game. So, I mean, basically, like, this tank is a heavy M, right? It has some sort of characteristics of like a heavy tank in terms of, it does have some turret armor, and against mediums, like, you can bounce some shots. But you can move, as you see, like in all these games, you see me move from one side of the map to the other, defending a flank, rotating, using the speed boost. I mean, this tank is made to move, so like if you're a person that likes camping in the back or likes a slower pace style of play, I don't think this tank is for you when it comes back in the stores or if you do have it. This tank is more for someone that proactively moves, whether they play tournaments or they just like moving a lot in pubs and try to make the game interesting and whatnot. I'd say, yeah, this tank is for you if you like moving a lot and whatnot. This tank has a higher responsibility than, let's say, like a TP or something where you're just, and the TP you know where you're going to be and that's where you're going to be most of the game. But in Strv, you can be on the medium side, clear that out, and then you could wrap around maybe to the middle or other side of the map to farm out the rest of the heavies, or vice versa. You can start off at the heavy side, or you get what I'm trying to say. This tank is really good with movement. It has good mobility as is without the speed boost for a heavy tank, but the speed boost does make the tank. But enough rambling about the tank, and yeah, I am here, and I think this is, man, what map is, oh, Yamato Harbor. Okay, I was having a little bit of a brain fart there. But yeah, I put in an early shot on that side. Unfortunate bounce. I should have probably loaded premium, but it looked all gray to me, so I'm going to defend this flank really quick, actually, with my speed boost in a second. I don't want the bat chat to flank me at all, and I see that they're only pretty much light tank or medium, so I'm going to put in a shell here, back off, and I see that he's really trying to put his clip into something else, so I'm going to try to track him here, but I don't quite get it, but we do nuke him, so he's a one shot here. And I'm going to see if I can potentially put a shot in this girl, but when he doesn't pay attention. So I'm looking over this corner, and now I'm seeing he's turning around, so I put in a shell there, and I bounce a flat side of a girl. I don't know what that was. So I put another shot here, and seeing if my teammate can finish him, that'd be great. Perfect. So the bat chat finishes him. I put in a shot here. That was well aimed, but it just went a little bit far up on the left. It's just RNG, you can't fix it. So I killed the bat chat finally, and now this is where I'm going to start farming. I have decent turret armor, as you see. He bounced me, and I'm going to start farming him. And that's where I think calibrated comes into effect. Let's say I'm hold down, right? In a scenario where the 100 is only giving me his turret, I can pen it like butter. I don't know if it'd be as easy with Rammer. But I'm going to ignore him a bit. I know he's not really focused on me, and I'm going to go for the K91. I'm going to put in a shot here, but it seems that the girl blocks the shot. Not the corpse, because the corpse is not a human. So it's definitely the dead tank of the girl blocked the shot. And I'm going to see if I could put a shell in the E100. I see he's looking my way. Put in a trap shell, and I'm down to trade to get the kill, but I do want a shot in the VK, but he's not going to give it to me. So I just go for the E100, and E100 misses another shot on me. So I'm just going to go for this girl and farm it out. But before I get there, not girl, excuse me, the VK. Before I get there, I do want to put a nice shot in this K91. If you aim fully in this tank, it's going to hit pretty much 90% of his shots. So the gun is pretty good, but it's not the best. You cannot play this tank and expect it to be as accurate as like a medium tank gun just because it has medium mobility. So just keep aware of that and make sure to aim in your shots and don't try to snap everything. I do finish off this VK. I do want the assistance damage, as you see, so that's why I was tracking him at the end. And I think I get over 3k assistance with that last track and 4k damage, so I should get the ace just for that. Not the highest damage, but combining that with the assistance, that should put me at a reasonable, there we go, 3.2k assistance with a ace again. But you don't have to get the assistance damage with this, I think. Just because I think the ace bar is pretty low right now for this tank, and as long as you get 4k, you get some kills, I think you'll be good for, a few aces under your hat. So I did record some gameplay of like the WZ light tank, the WZ1321. It was good. I had a good session in it. I think it was somewhere around like 3.8, 3.9k some games, but I just deleted it because I didn't think I was really going to post it. I wasn't really in the mood, so I just deleted it. And then today I got up, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go play some Blitz, record it, and just post it on YouTube. And what better tank than the Strv to pretty much get things rolling again, because not a lot of people have it, and the people that do don't really seem to know how to play it. So I'm gonna put a blind shot here. Maybe that goes in because they do have 2 meds. But then I see the patent here bounce me, and I'm gonna aim in my shot here. Before he pulls back, I'll put it in, and perfect. He shoots me when I wasn't peeking, so that's unfortunate. I did want to pull back and get another shot in, but so the TVP is somewhere left. I don't know where he's shooting me from. And again, I didn't check if I hit this blind shot in the game, but the fact that he like shot me, I think he's gonna get spotted now. And yeah, I didn't hit it, so that's fine. I'll put a shot in as he leaves. The patent bounces another shell while I'm not even looking at him, so yeah. We dread the TVP out. He's currently, I think, should be full clip now, or clipping at the moment. I'm gonna push down here, but towards like the right side in case the patent does peek me. I'm gonna dip to the right, but I just decided I'm gonna take the ramp, and then I confirmed to do it because I see the patent just running away. So I see the cron, but he's aware of me being there, and that's fine. I'll just trap him on the left and maybe get some farm on this kind of left-hand side where I see a bunch of tanks. So I'm gonna try to get away from the patent gun and start farming here. I see the E100, put in a shell, and I see the 57 there as well. I don't want to shoot an HE here, although I could. It's just there's like a couple fences in the way, and I don't want the fence to absorb the HE shell. So I put another shell in the 57. Get some ammo rack damage. The patent is being very annoying here, but that's fine. I thought the TVP was blocked enough for me to land that in there with no pressure, but it was just a slight bump, nothing too crazy. So I see the Malshin here. I was just weighing out my options, seeing who's giving me shots, and I'm like, oh, the Malshin is right there for me. So the Kron crosses us, and it looks like he wants to defend the spawn with the patent on the left. But that's fine. I get shot by the patent, repair it, and just kill the Malshin, and now I can deal with the Kron and the patent here on the left. So I put a shot in this Kron here, and I do want to move up in the mid with my TVP, but I know that he has a clip and he's reloading, so I don't want to push him yet and maybe absorb a full clip from the Kron. So I'm going to be patient and try to move in slowly and try to pick the far left apart slowly. So nice. So TVP gets a clip, and now it's like, yeah, I got to go in now and let's kill this Kron. I do want to put in the last shot, but it seems that the TVP got it, and I think he's going to be on a reload here, or so I would assume. And pretty much that patent is the only thing that has me with a bit of doubt here in making this mid play, because he's stopping me from helping my team and moving up with the concept. But I was like, the TV is going to take care of him, and I can move up with the concept on the right. But then I see the concept going back, and I'm like, damn it. So maybe this move is not going to work out in the end, and I'm going to be too slow to pull out here, and I'm going to die, unfortunately. I was pretty confident to move up in town with the concept, but kind of left me out to dry a bit, and the reverse speed isn't the best, obviously, on this tank. But I can't really fault it. I'd say, I guess I was just too eager to move mid. Although I was down because the concept and I were on the way, the concept just kind of left me to dry there, unfortunately, and yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I thought the play was pretty good, so I don't know what that guy was talking about. We cleared their med side, and all they had to do on the right was just survive or not die as fast as they did. We were trying to do our best. We had the Kron, we had the 2 mediums. Yeah, we had 3 of them out of the fight. It was essentially like a 3v2. All they had to do was kind of win on that side, or just hold at least. But I mean, again, you don't expect the pub players to do anything crazy. So for sure, I guess it was more on me than anything. If I did not go mid there, I think I could have an opportunity to win the game for our team. If I was at TVP, I would have been more aggro on that Patton because he was more focused on me. I know he was clipping, but just get to the position maybe a little bit faster or something. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it was a loss, and on to the next game. Fort to spare, man. I love this map. Especially if I'm in a heavy, I always go to the seaside. There's no reason for me to go mid or left or anything. And there I'm just typing, because I didn't really think I was going to do a voiceover for this. I thought I was just going to post a gameplay, but I'm in a good mood, so why not? Yeah, I was just saying exactly what I was just talking about right now. But yeah, I have an E100, so that's why I'm still here. And I have my speed boost, so that's why I don't care if I'm like pressuring up so much. So I'm looking at the E100 and seeing where he's going to play. I don't want him to bump into me, so that's why I look away for a second. I see the IS-4, we trade. Since I only have one repair kit, and I'm not jeopardized to get shot again, I just wait for it and I save it. The multi-repair kit, that is. And yeah, I'm just going to be chilling here behind the E100, and I'm actually going to use this bush here, and if they try to peek him on the right, I'll put some shots in. But then I repair it and I'm like, you know what, I'm not in grave danger right now, so I'm fine. It looks like the TP shot, or I thought the TP shot, so I'm just chilling here. But I take a shot from him, which is fine because I'm not in a too advanced position for me to get cleared out. So I'm going to move back on the right. I'm going to put a premium shot. Not the best poke for me because I poke, you know, from my back like that, so the IS-4 does get a shot, but I was in a hurry to get a shot in that yo on the turret, so I think the IS-4 is still reloading here, so I'm going to pop in a shot and back off. So we're winning this side comfortably. We have bigger bleeds than they do on us. I'm going to poke this IS-4, kill him. I don't know if he was lagging or something, but I'll take that free kill, and yeah, I'm going to put some shots in this M60 once the 100 pulls back. And knowing that the TP shot, and I'm just going to keep peeking him because he's focused on my E100. I am going to put the kill on the yo here, so the E100 doesn't have to waste a shell. And maybe we can work on this TP now. So, I do see the Object 84 in front of me, so I do want to put a shot in there. Unfortunately, the bat check goes down. And I see the E5 here, but I see it like right after the battle. I didn't notice that he was bush camping there the entire time. And I wasn't aware of that. I was more focused on on getting away from the TP as he was trying to reverse to me, but that's fine. I was confident that our team was going to win this game easily because we have the HP and everything. And it looks like that's the case now. But it was looking a little scary when the AMX and the LT were perma-bouncing everything. And yeah, it seems like I can't trade too much because, you know, I can't leave it in the hands of the players, because what if we didn't have as much HP, you know, and I had to rely on these guys to pen the shots. It wouldn't have been pretty, to be honest, but we got the win, so that's cool. I would have loved to have far more damage, but my game awareness wasn't that pristine this game, so I died by the E5. Great play by the E5, just bush camping in that little elbow the entire game. Another ace, under 4K too. But yeah, right on to the next game. Again, this tank is pretty easy to ace right now, so if you have your Strv VK, I recommend go playing it and farm some ace tankers or something. Yeah, I was just talking about the E5, just casually camping, I guess. That's how people play nowadays or something. In armored heavy with reactive and decent DPM. And a good gun. I do want to go left because I have the speed, so I got there before their heavies, and if my heavy can just back me off and we can create this angle of crossfire, I think it's going to be good. But at the start of the game, you see the Kampfpanzer just get spotted and nuked a bit. I do want to hold this, but it's not going to be really that good because I don't have all my heavies here. And I do plan on running, if that's the case, if, you know, we're overwhelmed on this side. But I do want to get some early shots off, so that's why I'm in this fountain position. So if they push on the far left, I'll be at a decent position to hold down, and the only place that I could probably get farmed is on the right side in mid, but we have decent control mid, so I put a shot on the 57, and I do have plans to wrap around on the left, but it's a little risky. I see this grow here and I'm like, yeah, I gotta abort mission, and that's where I just make the wise play and I just gotta dip. I want to farm damage, but it's not going to be worth just farming maybe a few shots, maybe killing the 57, but ultimately dying. So Grill barely had a shot on me and he missed it, so good thing I pulled away that fast. But here, I don't know, I just got destroyed trying to cross back, but if I stayed in town I would have been crossfired by the Grill that was going to wrap on the left. And ultimately, I think it was worth it because it's going to put me in position to farm off the M103 now. Instead of staying in town and just dying pretty much solo on the left if I were to get pushed by the Clipper and the Grill. So we still have a chance. I always feel like I always have a chance to win the game as long as I'm alive. So I'm going to see what I can do here. The M103 is not in the best position. I'm going to see where I can put some shots in. The type looks like a pretty juicy target, so I'm going to put in a shot, and I'm going to see if I can farm off of him as much as I can, but the Grill's poking, so I'll put in a shot, and I'll pull back, and I'll try to put in a premium here. That looks completely all gray, so I don't know how that didn't pen, but I guess he turned a little bit last moment, and I put another shot in the Grill, and yeah, the Grill's in spotted, so I don't want to keep over peeking this now. I want to put some shells as the Type 71 rushes me, so that's exactly what I'm going to do there. I load premium just for the reliability on penny, and I feel like if I was running rammer, I don't think I would have shots in like the cheek of the 71 as I'm hitting right now. So yeah, I mean, we're going to lose this game, as you see. I mean, there's not much that I could have done with the team that I had, and yeah, I'm dead here, so that's it. There's not much I can do 1v6, so I mean, I do get just over 3k with 2k damage blocked, most of it being hold down or just like some nice RNG shots. But yeah, as you see, my team, I mean, we had no chance going into it, I guess. Matchmaking did not give me favor that game, I suppose. But as long as I did the bare minimum, I guess I'm not too mad about it. If I was like ultimately sweating and really worrying about winning and damage at the same time and all this stuff, then perhaps I'd be like angry, but it's actually a pretty chill morning, so I just got on and played some nice battles. Yukon. I do have the speed, so guess where I'm going to go? I'm going to go straight to the middle and see if I can try to farm any tanks that are trying to cap C off the bat. And hopefully I get some sort of support here. So in case they do wrap around on the left or something, I'd have some tanks that could cover me. So I am writing that I do want to go to C, and that's a play, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And look at the speed boost, man. Like, look how fast I am. I'm going 45 off the rip. Aim the shot in the K91, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to have some good farm. It's like, okay, WZ pokes me, shoots HE. I'm going to shoot this K91 again. And I know I can pen that with AP, but just in case he gives like the slightest nudge or something, I want to have that sure pen. WZ peeks again. I don't know if the K91 is going to poke me, but I do know we're getting pressured a bit on the left side, so I do want to hit the shot, but it seems that the log is in the way, and my gun isn't that crazy to hit that type of shot, so I go here. I hit a good cheek shot, but I don't have, even with calibrated, I don't have good enough pen to reliably pen that, so I'm just going to work with my 7.52 here. put a good shot in the WZ. He keeps peeking C, so I'll gladly take that free damage. And I'm just going to put a shot on this 140 as he tries to cross left. So it's going to be one of these games where I'm just going to probably be stationary most of the time and just look around and just be aware and see where I'm going to get shot at and see what I can do. So I put in a shot here, pretty much almost fully aimed in, and it goes under the VK. So this tank doesn't have the perfect gun, but it doesn't have a bad gun. So just again, try to fully aim when you do have the opportunity. And then I just hit this cupola shot, which is a smaller cupola on that tank, so I'm happy with that. RNG paid me back for that shot on the VK, I suppose. So I'm just going to put some shots, and I see the VK side pokes me, and I put in a shot, and then I make the play here. I see 183 is not going to nuke me for this, so I'm just going to wrap around this WZ and get guaranteed damage as I go around on the right, because we have him in a crossfire with the object. So I put in a shot on the VK before I wrap around on the right. And yeah, I'm just going to finish out farming off this WZ. And I know if he does turn for me, I think the 7.52 is going to get a shot in and pretty much kill him. So I'm just going to put in my last shot here and let the 7.52 finish that. And that's pretty much it, or so I thought. And then I realized that Leo's alive, so I think he's AFK. But then he appears on my right side. I get a nice little track shot, and I'm going to look for a HE here to end the game. I don't want to get tracked, so I try to pull in to the left a bit. And then we just finish off the game with a nice little juicy HE shot. So this tank is versatile. I mean, if you want to farm hits and difficult shots, you can, because the gun is pretty good. And as you see, ace tanker with just a little under 5k damage. Again, this tank, if you want to farm, this is it.